Do you believe the government still whacks people, James?
I don't think it's done that in quite a while. I think plots to whack Castro boomeranged and got JFK whacked.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Now, you think? I've seen all of the stuff on him. You think it was the Louisiana, New Orleans guy?
Yeah, and apparently there's some kind of embargoed book. Apparently, while he was in prison or out of prison, wherever he was, dying of cancer, Marcello gave it up, and it's on tape.
Really?
So it's what the smartest theorists always thought it was: renegade Cuban exiles, renegade CIA guys, and the mob. It's the best theory ever on paper, and the most likely implementer was Carlos Marcello, who's dead now, and apparently he gave it up.
A tall, rangy, athletic 61-year-old James Ellroy has the professional writer's hump in his upper back. You don't have a writer's hump.
I don't have a writer's hump. Who wrote that?
Nah, it's Alex Sharkey of the Telegraph, UK.
That's the same guy.
Yeah, with the clothing and the photographer.
Yeah.
We settle onto the sofas as he stretches out his long, knotty legs. Your girlfriend wouldn't like that either.
Yeah. What's wrong with this guy?
He sounds like he's a sicko to me. I mean, he really sounds like a classic person in the media.
Yeah.
Why couldn't he write about your mind and your book instead of your legs?
I want people to talk about my book, write about my book, ponder my book, ponder the Red Goddess of Joan, ponder these right-wing guys that are so moved by her. Think about all this stuff. I want to make people time travel back to 1968 to 72, go to Haiti and take some herbs and go on a big trip.
Listen to this writing, folks. We're talking with James Ellroy, author of the phenomenal American novel Blood's a Rover. You know what I really like about it, in addition to the book, James? The paper is old, thick paper. It's really a novel. What's this Kindle thing with books, by the way? How can you read a book downloaded from the internet? It makes you blind.
The internet is bad juju. Bad juju.
You know, James, I got to tell you something. I grew up like you did before the internet, and I was a writer and still write books. I still write by hand. I use the internet all day for this darn talk show of mine. You know, when I get up in the morning, you know what I do now? I go down to the computer, and my dog, Teddy, the 10-pound poodle, jumps up on the desk between me and the computer screen and tries to stop me. Right. It's though he knows it's trying to suck my brain.
He does. And once he learns, how to tap the keys with his paws, he'll be going on some dog porno link.
Well, I've been looking for something to mate him with to get the... You say that Hughes was a freak, a racist, addicted to blood transfusions, tertiary syphilis, addicted to every narcotic on God's green earth intravenously. You can't make up characters like that. We're talking about which Hughes?
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes.
Saw that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? The Gaviator.
Oh my God, that was unreal. Why did he wind up like a nut with the nails in the Hilton there and up there and there? Why did he not go out?
Frequent airplane crashes, head injuries, became addicted to the best dope on God's green earth, tertiary syphilis. It'll take it out of a guy.
But he was a genius, wasn't he? I mean, his creations were amazing, like his airplanes and stuff.
Airplanes were amazing. Yeah, he was an aviation pioneer. Made some overblown movies. Yeah.
Having quit, wait, listen to this. This is more about you, James. Having quit drinking in 1977, caffeine is practically his only vice these days. He gets up at 5:30 a.m., has black coffee and oatmeal, and sits down to write at his desk. You know, James, I relate to that because, A, I haven't given up drinking, so we don't share that in common. I get up at 5:30, go to the bathroom, and then go back to sleep for 3 hours, so we do share getting up at the same time. But, James, your mind is amazing. Your mind is amazing. And you know that people don't know that all you write these great books, you consider yourself a Tory? Do they even know what a Tory is in America, James?
No. We're a vanishing breed.
James, could you stay with the Savage Nation another couple of minutes? This is so great.
Absolutely.
Audience, with L.A. Confidential author James Ellroy, the real book, not a Kindle, is called Blood's a Rover. I'll be right back. Welcome back to the Savage Nation. This is a once-in-a-lifetime interview with a great American writer, James Ellroy. You may know him from the big hit, L.A. Confidential, but he's done an awful lot of other great things. This is his 16th book, and, if you know him from that, that's terrific. But this new book is a stunner. It's called Bloods Are Over by James Ellroy. Let me read you a paragraph. It says, Los Angeles, 12/27/1968. One paragraph. The Bureau kept the suite at the downtown Statler. Karen's baby was just born 4 blocks away. Joan wore a red dress. Dwight wore his most fed gray suit. Christmas lights blinked on Wilshire. The prior tenant left a bottle of 10 High. Joan saw Dwight's ratcheted hands and dosed them with bourbon on a washcloth. It stung. Dwight held tears back. He thought of Thomas F. Narduno and wondered what Joan knew about everything. Joan said, save your hands, you're 52 years old. How do you know that? I'm not telling you. What do you want from all this? Tell me what all this means. That's good writing, James. You should consider a career in literature. James Ellroy, Bloods Are Rover. What do you mean by Bloods Are Rover?
Deal, and I'm too proud to accept welfare. I guess I better write.
Yeah, but what do you mean by Bloods Are Rover?
It's a quote from A.E. Housman, Clay Life.
Oh, my God, you're kidding me. To an athlete dying young.
Yes, don't even get me going. I'll recite the whole poem. But
wait, James, am I the only person in the American media who knows who A.E. Housman is?
Yes, you and me.
It was my favorite poem for years and years and years. You know, James, I should have read that right after the Fort Hood massacre. That's what I should have read.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to get distracted with politics, but your book is somewhat political, is it not?
It is. It is a big tale of the dream state of America between 68 and 72.
Okay. So that was a fulcrum. It's one of the reasons we're in such trouble now. Do you think we survived the 60s, James? Did we actually survive the 60s?
Yeah, we've survived. We've survived the 60s. And America is going to survive, and America is going to be just fine.
Even with the current group of college teachers running the world?
I think we're here to stay. Call me, it's a vibe I've had. It's a vibe. I've gone into the hole, Savage, let me tell you. I commune with God, with a very few people. I don't read. I don't listen to the radio. I don't go to movies. I don't watch television. I'm not on the Internet, and I don't have a cell phone. So I'm not the best guy on earth to talk contemporary politics with, but I got a vibe. And here's the vibe.
Right, of course. You have your own tuning fork. And your tuning fork says we shall survive?
Prevail. We will prevail.
Do you know I'm banned in Britain, James? Did you know about that? I'll bet you don't even know about it in L.A.
Oh.
The British government deemed me to be equal to murderers and terrorists and banned me from entering the country because of my conservative politics. What would you say about a thing like that?
That's terrible.
Can you believe they put me on a list with people who murdered children with rifle butts?
Ugh.
No, I've been living with this for a year. I mean, I'm just saying to you, sometimes you can't believe the news is worse. The news is more astonishing than fiction sometimes. I'm raising this for a reason because I asked you a question. Your book's about another time when there were government assassinations. You don't think there are anymore today because they're all afraid of getting caught and all of that. I say to you today they assassinate people electronically rather than with a silencer.
I can't believe things that have been written about me on the Internet. I can't believe the level.
James Ellroy, Bloods Are Over. Buy it or else.
Savage.